The New World Heart of Madness update has been delayed, and I think this is a really good thing, but also don't worry, it's literally only been delayed one day. So yeah, as I said, the March update has been delayed. It was going to release today, the 29th of March, but it is instead going to come on the 30th of March. Now this isn't really a big deal, but I just want to make this video for a couple of reasons. First is to tell you, if you've been living under a rock, that the patch is actually coming out, and it might be time to come back if some of the issues that you were having have been resolved in this update. Maybe you were somebody who was really annoyed by storage, maybe you just wanted more content, maybe the wars were doing you nutting because the defenders won all the time. There's quite a few little reasons that I think you should maybe consider coming back if they were annoying you. However, I have spoken about this in length, essentially where I did a preview of the PTR. I would recommend that you just go and check out that video. The link will be in the description. But the update being delayed one day, you might be thinking, Jay, why is that a good thing? Well, let me tell you, it sort of suggests that they are actually doing some sort of test between the PTR and the live version, because in the past we've sort of seen quite a few issues that have arose from this transition. They may not have existed on the PTR, but they do exist on live when the patch goes live. Why that is, I honestly have no idea, but if this is an indication that they're doing some sort of like in-between test, then I will be very happy about that. Because quite frankly, it does seem that with every major update, we tend to get some issues, whether or not that's relating to a dupe bug that might have occurred last time. One time you weren't actually able to talk in general chat when you logged in after a major patch. You know, we quite frequently, unfortunately, get little issues, and maybe they realize that the test environment doesn't quite cover everything once it goes into live, and maybe this is the solution to that. Maybe they've like, okay, what we'll need to do is create something where it'll sort of essentially be like a live build, and we're going to put our update onto that version. I'm not a programmer, don't really know what I'm talking about, but if this is caught because of that, then I'm happy about it. Now that's all speculation, of course, but what really bugs me is, for example, from the last patch, we've had an issue where your quests are constantly getting pinned. Now some people's solution to that was to simply do those quests, but them getting pinned every time you log in was really just frustrating. And what actually frustrates me more is that that wasn't fixed in a weekly patch, that we've actually had to wait for a monthly patch for that to get resolved. But if they can stop those happening, then we won't need to worry about them getting fixed, and that's what I really hope that this solves. But yeah, I wouldn't normally have made the video just to quickly tell you that there's been a delay, because I think a delay is probably a good thing, and I don't want it to come across as like a bad thing. I don't think the delay is bad. It's better that you take your time and you fix the issues rather than have this bug go live. I think that's the key point. If we stop the bugs going live with their patches, then a lot of your issues are solved. Now, how they're doing that, I have no idea. Hopefully this is some sort of like new thing where they've managed to catch this, rather than say something that's been in the PTR for weeks and weeks and weeks and they've just not like done anything about it. Hopefully it's not one of those, because that would be stupid. However, if it is one where it's like, oh, it's actually from the transition from the test to the live and it was something new and we're going to fix it and we can fix it within a day, great. However, I just wanted to reiterate that the patch is coming, it is here. March update is looking pretty fresh. You know, we're getting a new weapon, and finally I think we're getting proper new end game content. We are getting an end game expedition, and I think for a lot of people they've been saying where's the content, because new weapons and temporary events are all well and good, and you know the mutations are effectively just rehashing the content you already have. A new expedition is literally new content fresh to the game, and that this is finally here, I think this is a great thing. And as I said, there's lots of little things that are getting resolved, lots of like quality of life updates and lots of friction being removed from the players and the developers. So I'll put a link, as I said, to my preview if you want a bit more of an in-depth like look at the patch. Go and check that out. Other than that, have a most beautiful day. Catch me on stream, because I'll be streaming this. Well, I was going to stream it tonight, but obviously I might have to just stream it tomorrow now. Other than that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.